So open up your morning light and say a little prayer for I. You know that if we are to stay alive and see the peace in every eye. She had 2 babies. One was 6 months, one was 3. In the war of 44. Every time.
Where's Chad? It's running late.
You gotta go soon.
Oh, get up, get up, get up.
Oh, not again.
Hey, buddy! Hey, guys!
Oh, we were wondering where you were.
What, my back tired?
I'll bet. That's all right. We gotta go.
Are we going to the bar?
We're going to the bar.
Go bar! Yay!
Eyes to be over. I want to know right now. What will it be? I don't wanna wait for all night.
Guys, isn't it great being back at the pub with like just the original group? No hangers on, no Andys, no Justins, no guys that guy that showed up in university and just didn't leave?
Oh god, that was a rough 9 years.
Whatever happened to Mike P?
Someone say Pierce Shanofsky.
Hey guys. So what brings you guys here?
Our friend Chris is getting married, so we're all here to celebrate for him.
Dude, you must know him. Guys, I'm the best man.
So are you gone?
Yes! Aren't you guys?
So hard to be gentle and warm. The years pass by and now we have grand.
You know, it's like one of those like weird memories that they don't stick out in your mind as being like super exciting, but were really fun. Was I remember one time when we were gonna live in Hull, you and I were going to, with Chris and whoever else. I needed a mattress to live there. I didn't have a bed. I had some mattress on the ground, but Chris and I went around shopping, and by shopping I mean I found some weird guy in Orleans on Kijiji who was gonna sell me a mattress.
You bought a used mattress?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
And anyway, the point is, Chris had his parents' minivan that day, so he was gonna help me pick it up and drive it to where we were in Hull. And we ended up driving around for about 3 hours, joking around, and we ended up creating this fictitious world where that involved all these like prison guards and weird people who like boats and broccoli, and everyone's name was Tommy for some reason. And it is the weirdest thing, and like as a story it does not sound funny, but I'm thinking of it and I know that Chris would think of it and laugh his ass off. It's hilarious. It was the weirdest, most fun day that I think I've had with Chris, just one-on-one ever. And it always sticks out even though it doesn't even make sense of the story. But Chris would remember it, Chris would think about it and just die. And he knows that he's always the guy who stuck his hand in a, thing.
I remember when I first met Chris, we were actually in the same morning class, and we just happened to bike to school at the same day, but I forgot my bike lock. So I awkwardly went up to him and I was like, hey, Chris, I don't know if you know me, but we're in the same class. I forgot my bike lock. Do you mind if we lock our bikes together? And he was kind of awkward. You know how Chris is. Okay.
Yeah, 10th grade.
Yeah. Sorry.
Grumble, James Hetfield.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And we met after school, and I was very thankful. And from there, the rest is history, I guess.
I'll never forget the time we were trying to bring back Brain Damage and Chris decided to jump around and managed to dislocate his shoulder.
We're doing a live montage.
I think that's how we figured out that was a terrible idea. But glad he was able to pop it back in, and I really didn't have to do much first aid.
So the first time Chris and I came into this bar, it was his 19th birthday. The first time he was legally allowed to drink. The first beer that he ever had, I asked him what he wanted, and he said, you know what, Mark? Let's get a pitcher of Guinness. So we ordered a pitcher of Guinness, and we drank less than half of it.
You might be in the Guinness Book of World Records. You might be the first people to ever do that.
Probably.
Do you remember that night in New York when Chris spilled all my Trix cereal?
Yeah, he did. You know what, Chris? When you see this, it's time to text Lisa. You know what to say.
I remember that
Chris was always, you know, like when you're in high school, obviously you're not in the same classes with all your friends every time, right? But normally you just go, oh, well, I guess I'm not in that class with so-and-so. But Chris was the only one that like we would go out of our way to like involve him in the classes that he wasn't in. Like in grade 12 drama, it was, you know, the final exam was everyone had to get together and like put on a play, and you had to choose people from your class. And so, you know, 4 of us were acting together, and we needed someone to direct it. And there were kids in the class who weren't in any group. But we said, no, you're not included. And we had Chris, who was not in the class, direct our play. And he actually had the biggest laugh in the play, because there was one scene that faded to another scene where it changed from one day to another, and we didn't have a good way to indicate that it was a new day, so we just had Chris's voice yell from the back of the stage, "The next day!" and it had the biggest laugh. So the guy who was not in the class, not only did we fight for him to be included over people who were in the class, but he stole the laughs from the rest of the actors. So yeah, and that happened a couple times. And in Comp Tech, Chris was the same way. We'd have to film music videos, and we'd always include him. I remember one time Chad and I and Colin were filming a music video where we were running to school. The whole thing was Colin and I racing to school, set to Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters. And Chris was not in the class, was late for school because he was with us, carrying our backpacks behind us as we ran. So yeah, we always tried to include him, and that was never true for everyone else. There's something about Chris that I don't know, just made us want to have him around more than you know. I never wanted to have you around, that's for sure.
I remember that time that Chris got his head stuck in a bucket, and like he was running around in circles for so long, and we had to try to get it off of him. And like Colin had like a kin snip to try to cut the bucket. I mean, like it took like 3 hours, but we finally got him out. So that's great.
Hey Tom, Chris was a fellow member of the Rainbow Tongue Gang.
Sure was.
Chris, you're old now, and you're now getting married, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud that you chose a really lovely girl, and it goes to show that, you know what? Love is borderless.
Sorry Lisa and I can't be there for your special day. Wishing you all the best. Hope to see you soon.
I remember when you first came back from South Africa, and you told the story of how you met Taylor for the first time and got super close, and you know there was something there. And I said, well, are you gonna follow up with it? Is something gonna happen? And you completely changed the way you were speaking and put on this fake nonsense thing, being like, well, you know, it's long distance. I don't think it'll work. And you can see through it so clearly that you were head over heels for this girl, and it was the funniest thing, and it was fully expected 2 weeks later when you were like, yeah, we're dating. I didn't, you know, no one thought less of you, and it was hilarious watching you try to deny that you were madly in love with her from the first visit. And you know what, none of us are surprised that you've moved there, none of us are surprised that you're getting married. We're all sorry we can't be there, and I hope nothing but the best for you guys. I can't wait to see you in December.
Chris, this is a great journey for you, and with Taylor by your side, I can only imagine you're the happiest man alive. You guys met through books, and like you said, this is the next chapter, and I cannot wait to read the rest of the book. This is amazing. I really wish Chelsea and I could be there, but you know what, we're there in spirit, and have a beer for us, all right?
Hey Chris and Taylor, it's me speaking to you somewhat live from Vancouver. A special hello to the Kaplan and the Jaworski family. Congratulations on gaining a wonderful son-in-law and a wonderful daughter-in-law. I'm so happy for both of you, Chris and Taylor, on such a special day, a day for celebration and joy and happiness. And I wish you all the best as your first day as husband and wife. And I love you both, and I can't wait to see you soon. See you later. Bye.
I'm here.